LUISS is extremely focused on the best. When I mean the best in terms of teachers, method, quality of the life, and high level of innovation and research, and of course a big competition, not only between the students, but also with the other universities.
LUISS was for me a great experience. I would say a sort of square stone where I grew up my professional experience.
Thanks to LUISS' wide network of international partners, I had the chance to spend some time abroad as a visiting researcher, actually getting in touch and cooperating with many colleagues of different nationalities and cultures is extremely rewarding and exciting as well.
LUISS University was a really extraordinary experience. You have to think that all the friendly relationships I had the possibility, the chance to build when I was at university, today are extremely important business connections. So that's a very, very important value.
I would say that many of those people I met in LUISS, we are still in touch. We are working in a sort of networking. And I found in my experiences in the companies where I used to work in Italy or abroad, I had the opportunity to meet people from LUISS.
Comparing to other Italian universities, LUISS is different. First of all, because of his close links with the Italian Confederation of Entrepreneurs. This university really knows how the economy grows and what is needed to accelerate and support this growth.
LUISS provides a special, I would say, a unique environment for students who think that education, training, development of professional skills are an asset to become the management of the future society. This is done through the quality of teachers, the selection of students, the regular verification and evaluation of each student.
One of the most important things that we try to give to our students is not only professional skills and abilities, but mainly the ability to be able to respond to different situations in the society and different situations in team working, for example, in such a way that they are autonomous in their professional abilities and their professional setting.
Well, I think LUISS can give different kind of contribution to its students. Besides the natural, technical and professional skills, other contributions are teaching a method and how to face challenges.
I had an uncle. This uncle was in what was the Royal Navy in Italy, and he came from the Academy of Livorno. He told me for years I couldn't understand why they were so severe. After I went to the war, I began to fight and I understood why the academy was so. Because the war seemed very light toward the academy. So the main goal of the academy was to make the world appear light. As a matter of fact, we have no other instruments to shape young people than studying. Let them study as much as they can.
Most students try to memorize things, and we try to teach understanding. This is difficult. The most important thing is understanding. Most people in industry and business are looking for students who understand general principles, not students who memorize things.
When I teach, the values that I try to transmit are the love and passion for learning, for solving problems, for asking interesting questions.
An important thing that we are doing here in LUISS is to learn from the outside world what kind of profession and what kind of profile they are interested. And so we are posing questionnaires to a lot of financial institutions, firms and various companies in a way that we can develop future professional competences that are relevant for their activities.
The LUISS professors use the Socratic method of teaching, trying to develop a meiotic interaction between students and professors.
I try to give my students a very general perspective of my subject matter. I want them to be curious to see how the theory and practice combine.
At LUISS, we try to provide students with support in the difficult search for matching, for balancing each one's own ambitions and skills. Great skills that are not supported by good ambitions are often left unused.
LUISS, being a university, must prepare people seriously and deeply to cope with the needs of a modern job market.
Now, education must be global education. Globalization is economic globalization. A global market implies a lot of consequences that are political, ethical, social and cultural. So the study of all these consequences is for me the ideal content to give form and substance to a new generation of leaders and the young Italian and foreign main characters of our future.
A leader today is a person who is able to have a bright vision of the future and at the same time is able to involve people and to get the engagement of people. That's a leader today.
To be leader in business means that you have the opportunity to listen to people, to share with them an aim, which is the mission of the company, but it is very important to be reliable, always to be reliable. In this way you are a sort of coach and you have to keep a reputation for the company you're working with. As Benjamin Franklin said, it takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and it's enough just one to lose it.
We want to create the best person not only for the private economy but also for the public administration, because we need to improve the level. The big effort of LUISS is heavily related with the internationalization, but also to open doors for increase the contacts, to let our students to touch with their own hands some specific case history, not only in Italy, not only in Europe, but in the world.